Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, how you folks doing? Welcome to another episode of our Smackdown Live review. This is for August 13th, 2019 edition, and the question we gotta ask you guys is who attacked Roman Reigns? It was ready to be Buddy Murphy. Then it wasn't Buddy Murphy. Then it was going to be Rowan. It wasn't Rowan. Then we kind of thought maybe Daniel Bryan is involved with it, but he says he has proof. The question is, who attacked Roman Reigns? Welcome everybody here to the Smackdown Live review, though I am so excited to be here with you guys once again. Today's show is not going to be super long as always. I think I'm very happy with the format that we have here for the show. We'll get a few live calls in and all that great stuff that we normally do. We'll talk about all the shows that happened here this week. If you want to talk about it in the calls, you can join our Discord, which is down in the description below. Please make sure you do that. It is the only way to talk to me. Anyways, though, we had Randy Orton and the Revival defeating, who was it? It was the New Day. There we are. All right, now the results tab is all up to date, everybody. We are all good to go. So let's get right into this thing. It is time for our Smackdown Live review. But before we do that, let's get into the Conman Certified Roll Call. So who do we got in here today? We got Justin Roberts. We got Nathan Noble. We got Souls. We got Tracy Hart up in here. TJ Young, how you doing? Aled Thomas, welcome in here. Ultimate Insane, nice to see you in here. We got Peyton Cash back here. Joseph P. Ali. Rebecca Helfritz, how you doing? Jason Dreamer up in here as well. Lil Will Way, how you doing? Waleed Hijaz, Kayla Bernstein is in here, along with Tyler Crawford. Kayla, I don't think you've got your membership anymore, unfortunately. That's okay, though. That's okay. Everybody, though, Smackdown Live tonight. I thought it was a good, not great show. Overall, there was nothing bad about the show, really. Overall, I thought the show was fine for what it was. It was a transitional show that was moving on to new feuds and tying up loose ends and trying to make the show as much of a transition show as possible with an ultimate cliffhanger at the end to make us ready for next week. So yes, everybody, let's go right through the thing. And as always, I'm not going to try to drag these reviews on too long. I don't want it to be boring because all of you did just kind of watch the show as well. But you want my thoughts, my honest thoughts on the show. So here they are. We started out with Kevin Owens coming on down to the ring. The Canadian got an absolute massive pop from the Toronto crowd. By the way, the Toronto crowd was still hot tonight, which was really good. For 4 straight nights, NXT, SummerSlam, Raw, and SmackDown, the crowd was fairly good. Overall, like, SmackDown wasn't great, or sorry, not SmackDown, sorry, SummerSlam crowd wasn't great, but tonight and last night were really good crowds, as well as the NXT TakeOver crowd. So good on Toronto for at least rising back to the occasion and making up for the making up with SmackDown for the SummerSlam crowd. All right, so then after a little bit, Kevin Owens got interrupted by Shane McMahon. You know, Shane McMahon obviously being called out because, hey, Kevin Owens kicked him in the nuts and then beat his ass, right? So we are going to get the continuation of that story because it apparently is not done. And Kevin Owens, he then got fined $100,000. Dude, Hundo K right there for Kevin Owens for attacking Elias. Pure BS, but it's a good start to this storyline. He says that he's going to be in the King of the Ring tournament and that he guarantees that he's going to win it, which means to me the babyface Kevin Owens is probably going to win the King of the Ring because as a babyface, if you guarantee something, chances are, as long as you're one of the top baby faces, chances are you're going to get the win because WWE doesn't like to have their babyface guarantee something and then not let it happen. Very rare does that happen. So there you go. Obviously, Kevin Owens did not like the fact that he got a $100,000 fine. And he said that it was taking money off the table for his family. He was taking food off the table, essentially. You're taking away education for his son. You know, it was a heartfelt moment from Kevin Owens where you really felt the sting of the $100,000. I think that was a great little part to this storyline. Awesome stuff. We then went to commercial break, and then we come on back to where Kevin Owens is backstage storming into Shane's locker room. The two face off, and Shane says that he is not a competitor. He is there as an official capacity, and if Kevin hits him, he will sue him. Owens sits down in anger, and Shane says that it had to be done. Owens then stands up and says, let's make it 105,000, as he throws a lamp into the television screen, breaking the TV in its process, and Shane McMahon smirks as Kevin Owens leaves, as he's realizing he is getting under the skin of big old KO. David Ferris dropping $5. Thank you so much, my friend. Let's burn it down right here together, everybody. Say aloud with me as Seth Rollins with this $5 dono right here. David Ferris, thank you. Burn it down! There we go, David. Thank you so very much for your $5 dono. We then jumped right into Charlotte Flair versus Ember Moon, and this one was a good match. So the theme overall tonight, everybody, was that the matches were really, really good. They were solid matches just between superstars who could go in the ring. From start to finish, all the matches tonight were just that. They were good, competitive matches. Charlotte Flair versus Ember Moon was no different. A very, very, very solid match. Moon got a nice showcase against a woman who just beat the legendary Trish Stratus as well, and who was just coming off of a women's championship match, against Bayley there at SummerSlam. So Ember Moon getting some spotlight matches. However, she comes up short against Bayley at SummerSlam, and then she comes up short against Charlotte Flair the night after, which is 100% the right call, and people are not going to like it. The reason why it's 100% the right call is because Bayley, she needs a new competitor. And while Ember Moon was fun to see there, the match fell flat for a lot of people, even though the match was good. The match was fine at SummerSlam. It was what it was, but the match fell flat for a lot of people. It was called probably the most boring or unentertaining match of the night at SummerSlam. And, when you have matches like that don't connect with the crowd, sometimes that means things need to change up. And if they planned on going further with Ember Moon against Bayley, the match kind of derailed that momentum that she had. And so as a result, she's got to fall down the card a little bit. Ember Moon will get back to the Women's Championship picture one day, for sure. But right now, she needs to come back down the card a little bit, gain that momentum again, get the fans behind her, and then reach the next level. That's where Ember Moon needs to go with it. It's unfortunate, but they're obviously building towards a Charlotte versus Bayley match, which will be incredible when it happens. So yeah, Ember Moon had no choice but to tap out to the figure eight, and Charlotte Flair picks up the win. The match was fine for what it was. So then we got Daniel Bryan and Rowan backstage. Bryan said that there is no question that someone is out to get Roman Reigns, but they had nothing to do with the car accident nor the horrific backstage accident. Despite Buddy Murphy falsely accusing Rowan, Bryan calls Murphy a liar. He doesn't blame Buddy Murphy, though, because he says that if anybody in the crowd were to be pinned up against the wall by Roman Reigns, they would lie as well. Bryan says that he doesn't blame Murphy at all. He had to give him a name. The problem is, though, is that Buddy Murphy gave the wrong name. And you know what, man, that is honestly, I like that name, or not that name, I like that little moment from the show. That line was great from Daniel Bryan, how well it was delivered, saying that Buddy had to give a name, it's okay. He gave the wrong name. Loved it. Great little moment right there. The chants from the crowd rained down saying, "It was you," as Bryan yelled at the crowd. He asked them if he actually thinks he did them, but he said that he was going to get them proof tonight. Walks backstage, and we're left with the cliffhanger for the rest of the night. Shane is backstage as he is asked who Kevin Owens' opponent is supposed to be. Samoa Joe then comes on into the room and says Owens is walking around like a little badass back here, but he wants to show him that he is the only badass. Shane says Joe is going to teach Kevin Owens a lesson, and Owens will learn that you must respect authority. We then got a promo from Aleister Black in a backstage room asking everybody to knock. That's what he wants. He just wants somebody to knock on his door to pick a fight with him. Who's going to be the next person to challenge Aleister Black? We don't know, but you're getting somewhere warmer where eventually it's gonna be The Fiend versus Black. I don't know when, probably maybe a WrestleMania match or something like that, but you're getting very close as the stories continue to merge together. You can see this right there. Am I reading this off a website? I am reading some notes off of a website because I do not have the ability to have my own notes. It's very helpful for sure. All right. So yeah, anyways, Roman Reigns versus Buddy Murphy ended up happening right there. And this match right here, folks, Buddy Murphy versus Roman Reigns, was one of the better SmackDown matches I have seen in a while. Like, it was truly, truly awesome. Buddy Murphy was made to be out as a star here, man. Like, he literally went from being off TV, being put into the town hall meeting, then being put in a segment with Roman Reigns where he saw the mystery attacker, and then got a segment with Rowan at SummerSlam, and then now had a one-on-one match with the biggest star in the company. Buddy Murphy had a star-making night, and you legitimately don't know how big of a deal this is, because right now, Buddy Murphy took Roman Reigns to his limit. The fans are behind Buddy. He's got a good story going for him. He's got the fan support, and he's got the in-ring talent. Most importantly, he's got the pedigree of being not only a former NXT Tag Team Champion, but also being a Triple H guy and being a Cruiserweight Champion of the past. He has everything going for him right now. The momentum is behind Buddy Murphy, and it is entirely possible that King of the Ring is time for Buddy Murphy to emerge, you know? It is entirely possible. But yeah, what a match there between Buddy Murphy and Roman Reigns. If you guys missed it, go back and watch it. Worth the entire, I think it was like 15, almost 20 minutes of a match, including a commercial break as well. Roman Reigns, however, did pick up the win after Roman Reigns hit the Superman punch on the outside of the ring. He flew off the steel steps, came down, hammer fist right on the jaw of Buddy Murphy, throws him back inside the ring, slides underneath the bottom rope, off the far ropes, comes on back, hell of a spear. Buddy Murphy sells the crap out of it, does a backflip as well, almost as good of a sell as Goldberg's spear with Ziggler. Damn good. And yeah, there you go, folks. Wait, hang on one sec. Wow, what is going on, you fools? One sec. Alright, well, we're just gonna get rid of that. We really don't need that. Yeah, what are you guys doing in the chat? Why are you guys derailing the stream right here? Hang on, as I'm looking through this chat, what the hell happened? Anybody who's being a dick right here, guys, you get blocked, all right? Don't derail the chat. That's one thing you don't ever want to do. All right, so then we got Kayla backstage with the Revival as she asked them about their match against the New Day here tonight. Revival said that during their match last night on Raw, they got interrupted by the 24/7 title. They said it was a slap in the face to them. They mentioned how New Day was ruining the tag team division and that the New Day has never been able to defeat the Revival, a thing that stayed true after this night, possibly setting up a tag team title match between the Revival and the New Day. That's what I think we're doing right there. I'm so down for that because New Day and Revival will be an excellent match. I like the way how they built to this match as well that happened later on tonight. We're going to talk about the build, but I'm just jumping forward right now because the way that the match built up is that you were going to have Revival versus the tag team champions. And in my mind, I was like, damn, like this means that we're either going to get the non-champions pinning the champions in a 2-on-2 match, but not for the titles, which I always hate seeing. You know, I like building up to the one-off match, you know what I mean? But also, I thought that the way they built up the match was great because they teased that match, then took it away from you by doing New Day versus Randy and the Revival. They delivered a 6-man tag match while teasing the tag team title match that could potentially happen in the future. We're totally building to that now that the Revival picked up a win over the New Day as well. I think it's going to be awesome. And those matches, whenever they do happen, those series of matches that we're going to get is going to be some of the best damn tag team wrestling we've seen in quite some time. Anyways, though, we then got, after the Kofi and New Day promo, there's not much to really talk about that, we got Kevin Owens versus Samoa Joe. So before the bell rang, it was announced that Elias was going to be the special guest enforcer. Once again, playing off the fact that Kevin Owens got fined $100,000 for attacking Elias, an official who was a superstar. That might be the very first time ever in the history of WWE where a superstar got fined for punching another superstar or hitting another superstar. It is ridiculous. Kevin Owens has absolutely every right to be pissed off, and so do the fans. But at least it's not our money, eh? So anyways, we got a great little match there between Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe. It didn't take long, though, before Elias got involved with the finish. It looked like Kevin Owens is going to pick up the win off the pop-up powerbomb. Elias pulls the referee out of the ring, drops him on the floor, slides on into the ring. Quick little roll-up by Samoa Joe, and a pinfall count of 1, 2, 3. That quick, match was over. Kevin Owens loses to Samoa Joe. Some nice heel heat there on Elias, some nice heel heat on Samoa Joe, and some good baby face momentum there for Kevin Owens, because fans don't like seeing that happen. Fans were pissed off, but they were behind Kevin Owens as a direct result. It was very, very good. Well done for sure. Let's talk about Daniel Bryan and Rowan some more, as these guys continued to get a lot of TV time. They walked on into the Smackdown Live locker room exactly like Roman Reigns did. Nice little callback to it. Sat Buddy Murphy down and essentially got right into his face, and Daniel Bryan was gold here. His promo ability is unreal. It's unmatched right now. There is not a more bitter heel in the WWE who has a better promo right now. I'm telling you that right now. Daniel Bryan's got the best promo going for a bitter heel right now. And so Daniel Bryan getting right in the face, yelling in the ear, basically like this far away, no joke, this far away from his face, nose right up against his nose, just screaming in the face of Buddy Murphy, until Buddy Murphy finally gets pinned up against the wall by Rowan. And just like Roman Reigns, when he pinned him up against the wall, Buddy Murphy caved and finally gave into what Daniel Bryan wanted him to give into, admitting that he lied. Now, question: did he actually lie? Did he lie about saying it was Rowan? Or did he lie about saying he lied? I want to hear from you guys right now in the chat. Did he lie about lying? Or did he lie about Rowan? What do you guys think right now? Let's see it in the chat right about now. Just waiting for this chat to kind of blow up right now. Lied about lying, lied about Rowan, lied about doing it, lied about Rowan, lied about lying, lied about lying, lied about Rowan. Jeez, man. So you guys are just as split as I am. Yeah, you're just as split as I am. Maybe let's do a quick Twitter poll right now so that we can actually get your votes, so we can see. So what did... Or no, how can I word this tweet? Let's see here. What did Buddy Murphy lie about? The attacker being Rowan? Or was it... so what did Buddy Murphy lie about? Lied about lying. All right. There we go. All right, guys, you can let me know in the poll right now. This is kind of fun. We don't do these polls too often in the post show, but right now you can let me know on twitter.com, and we will get an idea as to what you guys truly think. Did he lie about lying, or did he lie about attacker being Rowan? What do you guys think? Let me know once again, twitter.com/Conman167. However, then Bryan said that he hates liars, and Rowan then continued to attack him. So it was that simple. Rowan then threw him right back down, and that was the end of the scene. That was a very, very good scene. Roman Reigns is then seen walking backstage, asks where Daniel Bryan and Rowan are. He's directed straight ahead, so he is on his way to Daniel Bryan and Rowan's locker room right now. Then we got our main event, like I said, the New Day versus the Revival. Ended up being New Day versus Revival and Randy Orton, as Kofi Kingston and Randy Orton were added to this match to make it a 6-man tag team match. Very entertaining match. No issues with it whatsoever. The right team got the win. I think the way that Randy Orton was presented at the very end, where he hit an RKO on everybody, was so good, so devastating. Yeah, I think that was a great little episode of Smackdown Live. Nothing to really write home about in terms of moments and in terms of pure reactions, but match-wise, Buddy Murphy versus Roman Reigns is potentially a TV match of the year candidate. You're probably not going to top, like, some SummerSlam matches, or not even SummerSlam. You're probably not going to top matches from pay-per-views, but Roman Reigns versus Buddy Murphy is as good of a TV free match that you are going to get. It does not get any better than that, in my honest opinion, right? It was so damn good for TV. Yeah, just a great little match there between Roman Reigns and Buddy Murphy. But now, guys, here we go. We're going to get into your live calls. We got time for probably like 5 live callers. And I ask that you guys please make sure you have some headphones plugged in, as we were having some issues with that yesterday. Have your microphone turned on and have some sort of question lined up that you would like to talk about. But quickly, before we do those live calls, what did Buddy Murphy lie about? Attacker being Rowan? 63% of you say that. Only 37% of you say lied about lying. Okay. All right. So let's get into your live calls now, everybody. If you'd like to join the live calls, you can. All you got to do is go down into the description below and click on that Discord link. That's all you got to do. So let's do this thing, everybody. So live calls are ready to go. We are going to talk to Atlanta, Spain up first, and then after Atlanta, Spain, we are going to talk to... Let's talk to... Oh, hang on. Atlanta, Spain moved out. So Atlanta, Spain, let's try this one more time. Atlanta, Spain, you're on, and then we're going to talk to Peyton Cash. Hey, Atlanta, Spain, how you doing, my friend? Oh, he doesn't want to talk, apparently. Okay. So then we're going to move on to, like I said, Peyton Cash. So let's do this thing. Peyton Cash. Hey, Peyton, how you doing, buddy?
Hello.
Hello. Welcome back to the show, man.
Long time no see, my guy. How's it going?
Pretty good. You?
Been relaxed back from vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God.
How was the vacation?
Oh my God, dude. It was the best 7 days of my life.
Oh, that makes me so happy to hear, man. So what'd you think of Smackdown Live tonight, man?
It was pretty good, not gonna lie. I think that this is the reason why I like the new Daniel Bryan, because for one thing, he shows up what that good heel is. Like someone who yells at the crowd for being so stupid, calls them you people or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like that is one of the reasons I love Daniel Bryan as a heel, because he has a different character to him that we've seen from past, I think, 3 years since he's been in WWE.
Yeah, man. Randy Orton as a heel is like top level. You know, like when I talked about Sasha Banks last night turning heel and that she was a top level female performer now, Randy Orton is the same thing when he's a heel. He is top level. He can go out there, have a good match with absolutely anybody, and deliver always. Like, it doesn't matter what segment it is, it doesn't matter which match it is, Randy Orton always delivers. He's like the most consistent guy on the roster.
I would agree with you. My second best moment of the night is the suspense that we get from who is the next attacker for Roman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I think mostly everyone think it's going to be I kind of agree with some people think he's going to be a Ciampa, but we'll have to see in the next coming in the story for sure.
Yeah, like, because right now the storyline seems like it is Bryan and Rowan still the attackers, and the reason they're going after Buddy Murphy is because, you know, he spoiled the fact that it was them, right? And I like this kind of play that Daniel Bryan is like, if Roman Reigns is right there in your face and he's putting a fist up to you and saying, like, tell me a name, you're going to tell him a name, and then they do the exact same thing but telling him, tell us that you lied, right? And I thought that was absolutely amazing. It was a great little storytelling callback, you know, to the whole story, and right now I'm just loving this thing. I don't know what happened there, man. You got cut out, but it's okay, Peyton Cash. We had a good little chat right there. Thank you for calling in. And we're going to get now to our next person. So let's talk to Boy Said Hi. Boy Said Hi. How you doing? Boy Said Hi. How you doing, buddy? And he backed out. All right, let's try... let's try Venom STXR. All right, Venom STXR, how you doing? Venom, how you doing, buddy?
Hi.
Hi, welcome to live stream.
Thank you.
What would you like to talk about here today of Smackdown Live?
Sorry, what, your mic lagged there? Sorry.
What would you like to talk about regarding Smackdown Live today?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I missed the first bit of it,
All right.
but I'm just confused of the whole Daniel Bryan situation.
Okay, what are you, so yeah, let me hear, why are you confused? What's going on there?
Well, you see, it kind of makes, because Buddy Murphy got attacked by two different people, so like, you know, he's gonna say what they want him to say.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of 50-50.
A little bit. I wouldn't necessarily say that was 50-50. It was more just a callback to the storyline because Roman Reigns did the exact same thing to get a name out of Buddy Murphy. And so it's essentially Daniel Bryan and Rowan trying to cover their tracks again and just adding some more confusion as to who actually did it, because right now it's probably Daniel Bryan and Rowan, you know, they're probably just playing this off. But what if they're not? What if they actually didn't do this, you know? I think that's the story, and that's kind of the reason that this is all happening.
Yeah, but then again, you think about, like, are they just gonna grab some random superstar in the back like next week and just claim it's them?
Oh, you know, like they might do that. I mean, Rikishi did attack The Rock all the way back then, and it didn't make sense then. Still doesn't make sense now. So maybe they'll do something like that. Who knows?
They'll both be denying it. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you had to say though, if you were to pick a random superstar, who would you have be the attacker?
Honestly, I don't know. Like, Buddy Murphy, I guess.
That would be a nice little switch around, I guess, considering Buddy Murphy's the one getting attacked.
Or, I haven't actually thought about this.
It's a tough one, isn't it? There's a lot of people who suggested Ciampa, and I think that was a very interesting choice. Tommaso Ciampa from down in NXT.
That would actually.
Yeah, if you want to do like just some random guy there, let it be Ciampa. Put him as a badass heel. Why not?
I mean, it would be a great. I mean, it's Roman Reigns, one of the biggest stars. It would be a great debut for someone in NXT.
Absolutely, man. I like the way you think. Yeah. Anything else that you want to comment on SmackDown tonight?
Well, it's not really on SmackDown, but like, wait, was The Fiend on SmackDown tonight?
Yeah, there's no Fiend there tonight.
So like, what do you think's next for him?
That's a good question, because a lot of people have been asking that as well, trying to find the path that he is going. And as cool as it would be to say somebody like Aleister Black, I want just one more match in there before he gets to Aleister Black, because that is just a ready-made feud. The Let Me In versus Knock on My Door, right? It's a ready-made feud.
Yeah.
But before that, I kind of want to see maybe one more babyface, maybe somebody like Ricochet gets over, and then all of a sudden Bray Wyatt goes against him. I don't know. It's a tough one, because there's no real logical step next for Bray Wyatt, because whoever he goes against, he has to absolutely decimate. And Finn Balor was one thing because he wasn't really hot right now, but I don't know who else you put in there. Like, it's a really tough decision.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I don't even have a name for you either. I'm excited to see where this goes.
Yeah, me too.
All right, buddy. I'm going to move on to the next call, but thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you for having me.
Have a wonderful day.
You too.
All right, let's get on with Primitive Lifeways. All right, Primitive. Hey, Primitive, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to the live stream. Primitive Lifeways, you there, my friend? All right, we're going to move on to Johnny Burns. Hey, Johnny Burns, how you doing, buddy? Johnny Burns, how you doing, man?
Doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. What'd you think of SmackDown Live tonight?
Well, there's like one question that I've been having on my mind lately.
All right. Oh, and you just left. Primitive, man, you just left. Don't know what happened. Hey, buddy. Sorry. Don't know what happened there.
Just left. Don't know what happened.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
can
buddy.
you hear me all right?
I can hear you now. You're very loud.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, can you hear me all right? I can hear you now. You're very loud.
Okay.
Sorry, man. You're just cut. You got your background audio on, so you're hearing me twice, I believe.
Sorry, man.
There
okay.
we go.
Is this better?
Much better. Now I can talk to you. There we go.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to come on here and good. You're doing a good job, and
Oh, thanks, man.
YouTube's a really small community, and just keep up what you're doing. Put in the hard work, and I know there's a lot of naysayers out there and a lot of trolls on the web, but you do a good job.
Oh, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. That's really nice to hear. So you want to talk a little bit about SmackDown before we move on?
To be honest, I don't really watch a whole lot of wrestling. I used to when during the Attitude Era, and recently I got into called AEW.
Okay, all right. Yeah, AEW. It's rolling along pretty nicely.
Yeah, and I hope it gives this branch a run for its money. It's needed. I've seen a couple episodes, and to me it's like everyone, Raw, SmackDown, it's pretty PG, and step up their game. I like what they're doing with Bray Wyatt with this whole thing.
Yeah, man. Like that seems to be like something that is getting actually a lot of people back into wrestling. It's almost like an Undertaker vibe with Bray Wyatt right now. Just that mystique, from the Attitude Era that Undertaker had.
Yeah, it sure is. It's interesting to see what they're gonna run with that.
Yeah. So quickly talking about AEW there, who's a superstar from AEW that has caught your eye? If you have one. I know I'm putting you on the spot.
That's a good question. I do just because it was more in my generation. I like what's his name? Goldust.
Goldust.
I don't know what they call him in AEW.
Yeah, Dustin Runnels or Dustin Rhodes, whatever they're allowed to call him. That's what they're calling him now.
Yeah, I think what he's got going is pretty interesting, and of course Jericho. Jericho was.
Yeah, that's my boy. Jericho's my favorite of all time.
Yeah, he's one hell of a wrestler. In WWE right now, I would say Bray Wyatt is doing some really cool shit.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I would say Braun Strowman. He's also another one that's up there.
Okay, so Braun Strowman catching your eye. This is really cool because a lot of the times we talk to people who watch every hour, every second of wrestling, right? So talking to a fan who used to be into it and is just kind of watching here and there, it's really cool to hear your thoughts on which superstars actually catch your eye. Is there any more in WWE that come to mind?
I think those are the two that really stand out to me.
Okay. Is it because Braun Strowman's just a massive human being? Is that what it is?
I think it's how he presents himself on the mic. The mic work makes the world of difference in this industry.
It really
and you
does.
have these guys that are kind of dull and gimmickish and really kind of play to the kids, and that's never really been my style. Like the aggressive attitude of it, and those two just more the adult content, and I think that's what's really needed in their industry.
I absolutely agree with you, man. They bring a sense of realism to the product in an interesting way. For a guy who straps on a Fiend mask, he brings a lot of realism to the product.
He sure does. It's pretty cool. Like I said, what they're doing, what they got going with them. I just hope they don't butcher it, because they have a real opportunity with this guy.
They've got a megastar on their hands. They really do. And if they kind of treat him as like a special attraction, I think this guy is going to be money for a long time.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope they push it, run with it, and mostly following, the Bleacher Report and 2 episodes here and there. It's just so busy with work and
I feel
trying
that.
to make a living.
I feel that, man. I completely understand. Wrestling takes up a lot of time, right? It's tough to stay involved with it, and it's tough to stay, really caught up in rap of it. Before we go, I want to leave you with one wrestler that you should check out that I think you would really like. If you like the more adult-themed superstars, check out MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman. All right? He's an AEW, and he is an up-and-coming star.
MJF. Okay, I just got that into my phone.
Beauty.
Real quick, John Moxley too. He's in AEW. I think his aggression is well needed. So.
Yep, it really is. It's great to see, and also Joey Janela has been doing incredible stuff over there in AEW already. So yeah, those would be probably 2 superstars to check out for you, if you will. But man, we're gonna get on to the next caller. Thank you for calling in. It was great talking to you.
Likewise. Have a good one, man.
You too. Good night. All right, guys. You know what? I am so overly impressed with that final call right there because that is going to be the final call. It was great talking to you guys. I love, love, love chatting. Thursday, though, on Hold the Rope, we are going to bring this thing much more interactive with you guys. We're going to take more of your live. We're going to take more of your live calls on Thursday, all right, guys? I know everybody's like, what are you doing? Why are you leaving so soon? But, man, it's 11 o'clock at night, all right? I got to go to bed. I got to get work. I got to work tomorrow as well, all right, everybody? But it's okay. We got a lot of great content coming up tomorrow. Thursday, we will be talking for a lot longer. We usually have an hour show where it is completely the news at the start and then all of your questions afterwards. So, again, guys, Thursday, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can call in live to the show. We'll take more live calls there. The reviews are more just for the reviews. We take a few live calls, but then Thursdays, we really dive into your calls. All right, guys? Thank you so very much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the show here today. On your way out, make sure you leave a like on this video. Also making sure you are subscribed to the channel. Take care, everybody. We got more channel videos coming this week. 3:30 p.m. tomorrow is the Conman Universe Wednesday Night Bob. Then we're going to have, I believe, the podcast we record tomorrow, which should be good because me and Bob can talk all about SummerSlam. And then Waleed Hijaz, thank you so much for the $1 dono, buddy. And then we're going to be live with NXT. At least I believe we're going to be live with NXT. It's matches I've already seen. You know what I mean? I saw them live already. I already know the results. I already know who's going to win because I saw it live. Obviously, NXT is recorded at NXT TakeOver for the week after. So yeah, we'll see if we go live with it or not. Hopefully, I will still go live with you guys, but we'll just kind of keep that in check right there. All right, everybody, take care. Have yourselves a wonderful night. I've been Con, and that was Smackdown Live, August 13th, 2019.